All right, there we have big information coming in that Hemant Soren, Jharkhand Chief Minister, is likely to be arrested now. Akshita, we know that there's been nearly a good 7 hours that he's been grilled, and this is after he's escaped summons multiple times. Finally, he's been cornered by the Enforcement Directorate. He really has nowhere to escape. In that sense, he's the Chief Minister of a state. His security ideally has to know about his whereabouts. And the fact that he went missing for nearly 40 hours itself raised enough suspicion to suggest that the man could be guilty of the charges or the allegations that they've leveled against him. Of course, they need proof, but here the Enforcement Directorate already gearing up to arrest him. Anytime now, an arrest could come about. Shreya joining us live right from Ranchi at the residence of Hemant Soren. Shreya, how many hours has it been that the Chief Minister of Jharkhand has been grilled here?
It's almost, Nabila, being 6 hours. 1:30 is when we saw the Chief Minister's questioning begin. And right now, as we talk, Nabila, I will just give you a sense of what's still happening on the ground. These are more vehicles that were coming in, but we're yet to get a clarity on the officials who are over here. But yeah, the senior officials who are inside are those of the IGs, the DGPs, the DIG, the Director of Mine. All the senior officials are right now inside as we talk, and clearly we're just waiting for the moment of the official confirmation, because on the other hand, we also have the MLAs and the leaders of the ruling alliance on standby to actually go to the Raj Bhavan, because if we see Hemant Soren's arrest, that means a possible change of guard, for which they will have to get a word from the Raj Bhavan. So a series of developments will follow once that official confirmation that everyone right now is waiting for. But grim action right now here outside the Chief Minister's residence.
All right, so we know that in a little while from now, Hemant Soren, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, is likely to be arrested. Clinching evidence that the ED says that they have found. In fact, they've held on to the evidence for a while now. It's not as if it's turned up in the last 24 hours. They've had enough evidence to suggest that that there are these allegations could be grave. Hundreds of crores of a scam. Munish Pandey could give us a brief on that. Munish, if I could ask you, the kind of allegations that have been leveled against Hemant Soren, the Jharkhand Chief Minister, what are the allegations? Give us more on the three major cases that he is currently being accused of corruption. Munish, if you're with us. All right, we're going to try and patch Munish on that note. Here is Anupam Mishra is also joining us live right from Ranchi. Anupam Mishra, over to you. If you could tell us what's the situation right outside Hemant Soren's residence. The Chief Minister of Jharkhand is likely to be arrested soon enough. Any moment now, just as the ED completes recording his statement, it's likely that they may take him along with them into custody. It's been a year that they've been chasing him. 9 summons that he skipped, attended only 1, and the 10th one he literally escaped, where the ED almost suggested that he was missing. BJP called him a fugitive. Now, after 7 hours of grilling, he could be arrested any moment now.
Well, Nabila, I'm standing at the back gate of CM's residence, and this is the back gate of CM's residence, and the security has also been briefed up here. And why I'm standing, I'm telling you, just a few moments ago, there are 2 tourist buses and 1 traveler went inside from this gate, and there is high possibility that the Mahagathbandhan MLAs will be coming out from this gate to Raj Bhavan. So this is the possibility. That is why we are standing here, and there is a high possibility that the plan B, which have been chalked out by the Mahagathbandhan yesterday in a meeting which lasted for more than 2 hours, that part of plan B was there. If something happens to Hemant Soren, if Hemant Soren will be arrested, then Kalpana Soren will be given the baton, and that is the part of the plan, that the all other MLAs, the at least 42 MLAs, which is the majority mark will come out from this gate and will go to Raj Bhavan subject to the permission and appointment from the governor. And the insiders from the CM's residence are telling us that if they don't get the appointment of governor, then they will parade all the MLAs in front of media at the gate of Raj Bhavan. This is what the sources are saying from inside the CM's residence. So we are waiting that the two buses, the 24-seater two buses and one traveller, they may come out anytime soon from this gate.
So who are going to be in those buses? Two buses, 24-seater, coming out from Hemant Soren's residence. Does that mean it's going to be police security forces along with Hemant Soren inside with the ED officials? Is that what expected?
No, Hemant Soren will be taken from the front gate, but the other MLAs, because they don't want the government will fall. So that is why the part of Plan B is that the Kalpana Soren will claim the throne, and that is the part of Plan B. Why and the other MLAs, Mahagathbandhan MLAs, at least 42 MLAs will come out in those three buses, and they will go to Raj Bhavan, subject to appointment from governor. This is the part of Plan B, which we are waiting, and these three buses may come out anytime soon if something happens to Hemant Soren if he is arrested. All
right, that's big news there. In just a few moments, we will hear of Hemant Soren's arrest. That's what our strong sources tell us. Munish Pandey is very closely tracking the Enforcement Directorate as well. We're going to get a word from him. But Shreya, who's with us right outside the house of Hemant Soren, Shreya, Anupam Mishra tells us that there's a plan B for the JMM. They're already gearing up to leave in two big buses. But leave where? We know that there was a direction that was given to them to pack their bags and their luggage and stay ready in case an arrest comes about. Then they've got to leave to a certain place. Where are they going to? And is there a plan to make Hemant Soren's wife, Kalpana Soren, the Chief Minister?
Nabila, there are two plans in place by the Jharkhand government right now. One, once this arrest is made official, we will be seeing the leaders and the MLAs from the ruling alliance moving to the Raj Bhavan, because obviously for the change of guard, they would need an official word from the governor. What we also do know as per sources that in the meetings that were held with the MLAs, there was an official signature that was taken by the MLAs for two choices of name. There was one, Kalpana Soren and Champai Soren. The reason so that if there is any legal hurdle for Kalpana Soren, there's a possibility that they will be going for the second option, which is Champai Soren. Now we're talking about the second plan. We have seen that there is an FIR that has been registered against the ED officials who are right now inside questioning and preparing for the possible arrest of Hemant Soren. Now, the FIR is against the SC/ST Act. It's already registered in the police station of Jharkhand, and the Gonda police station barely opposite the Chief Minister House, the SHO, is given the responsibility to investigate the case. So there's a possibility that when the Enforcement Directorate moves arrest, the Jharkhand police might just also go ahead with alternate action against the ED officials. So we'll have to wait and watch, but definitely what we are seated for is a heavy action drama in the state of Jharkhand, and I will continue to give the visuals of the main gate from where any movement can happen anytime, because this is where you will see the action taking place. All senior authorities, including the DGP, the IG, the DIG, all are inside. Their vehicles on standby. We're just waiting for a moment of confirmation, and the entire saga will continue.
You know, Shreya, I'd like to ask you, as much as there's been a lot of talk about the change in guard, that Kalpana Soren should be taking over the reins of the party if in case her husband Hemant Soren is arrested. Here we understand that Sita Soren, who is the relative or a sister-in-law of Hemant Soren, who's also a sitting MLA, she's objected to this move and has already raised her voice saying, why only Kalpana Soren? Why can't there be other people who may be eligible, senior leaders of the party who have been working for the party, toiling hard? Why can't they be chosen as the Chief Minister? Why Kalpana Soren? Now, of course, this is only in a situation, if at all Hemant Soren is arrested, the situation arises, but already objections being raised to Kalpana Soren to take over.
Well, this is the tweet that was put out by BJP's Nishikant Dubey suggesting that both Sita Soren and Vasant Soren was missing from the meeting and they have an objection to the name of Kalpana Soren. Now, Vasant Soren has officially denied that the last time we spoke. However, in a political climate, no word of confirmation can be taken as an absolute thing. Talking about Sita Soren, we did try to get a word from her. She still now remained unreachable. She was in the national capital. The last we were informed by the JMM sources that she was in the national capital and they themselves are aware of that. But so far we haven't got a word from Sita Soren. These are what are doing the round, that possibly there is a rift within the Soren family. But if we talk about Vasant Soren, the brother of Hemant Soren, till now he's denied those claims. He's suggesting that there has been no such suggestions of Kalpana Soren because Hemant Soren will continue as the chief minister. But that is obviously not going to be the case from what we are looking at right now. So the developments that we see are that possibly the name of Kalpana and Champai Soren will be moved. But the reason that there is an alternate choice is because there's a possibility of a legal hurdle with the name of Kalpana Soren is what our sources are also suggesting.
So we know that as much as the JMM has a plan B, it appears within their party leaders itself are not very happy with Kalpana Soren being made the chief minister if in case Hemant is arrested. So maybe Munish can confirm to us. Munish, how long before Hemant Soren will be taken into custody? We hear strong sources based on your report suggesting that Hemant Soren, right after this questioning gets over today and they finish recording his statement, they may just detain him and take him with them.
Well, Nabila, sources within the national capital, that is the ED headquarters, and those who are still in Ranchi, part of the investigation, they are claiming that based on certain evidence, based on today's questioning, they have decided to arrest Hemant Soren. Now there is only formality left, and maybe after some time they will announce that Hemant Soren has been placed under arrest. Now, when I spoke to my sources, I asked that what are the evidence against Hemant Soren based on which they have decided to arrest him. They are saying that during questioning, he was confronted with some documentary evidences. He was confronted with certain statements recorded under Section 50 of Prevention of Money Laundering Act, while in the land scam case, he was not able to give satisfactory answers in on certain questions regarding the illegal mining and the coal scam case. He was not able to satisfy the investigative officials. Now, ED says that apart from the statement recorded by them of Hemant Soren, they also have evidence against Hemant Soren. There are statements in which people have named Hemant Soren of not only being aware of this scam, but also about his possible involvement. And because ED has been able to gather huge amount of evidence, there are very, very, very high chance, Nabila, that he will be arrested very soon. Some of the officials are saying that now it is almost certain that he will be arrested maybe sometime from now, within 15-20 minutes or half hour. The ED may officially confirm that Hemant Soren has been arrested.
Well, that's going to be a massive development. Sitting chief minister to be arrested. Imagine the kind of credibility it shows for the Jharkhand government at this point. Hemant Soren of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. He's right now with the Enforcement Directorate officers for nearly 7 hours being grilled. And as per Munish Pandey, who's tracking the ED, they suggest that he's not given satisfactory answers to all their questions, and it's likely he could be arrested any time now. We're very closely tracking those developments. I'd like our reporters to stay with us. Let me quickly cut across to the SP of Ranchi, who's deployed massive security right outside Hemant Soren's residence in case there's an arrest, and if things should go out of hand, they're very well prepared. Let's listen in.
देखिए, हम लोगों ने सभी जो सुरक्षा की व्यवस्थाएं हैं, हम लोगों ने पुख्ता इंतजाम किए हैं और हम लोग लगातार जो है वरीय पदाधिकारी और सभी मजिस्ट्रेट जो हैं उनको ब्रीफिंग भी कर रहे हैं। हम लोग सुरक्षा के जो भी बिंदु हैं उनको मैन्युअली ढंग से हम लोग इसको एसेस करके सभी जगह पे बल प्रत्युत कर रहे हैं। 144 जो जहां लगाए गए हैं उसका अनुपालन दृढ़तापूर्वक कराया जा रहा है।
कौन-कौन से इलाके में?
अभी ये मुख्यमंत्री आवास, राजभवन और ईडी कार्यालय जो है, जो संवेदनशील क्षेत्र है, उन सभी क्षेत्रों पे जो है लगाए।
ऐसा इनपुट्स आप लोगों के पास की प्रोटेस्ट या फिर ऐसा कुछ?
यदि ऐसा कोई करते हैं तो 144 का कड़ाई से जो है वो पालन हम लोग कराएंगे। देखिए, हम लोगों ने सभी जो सुरक्षा की व्यवस्थाएं हैं, हम लोगों ने पुख्ता इंतजाम किए हैं और हम लोग लगातार जो है वरीय पदाधिकारी और सभी मजिस्ट्रेट जो हैं इनका ब्रीफिंग भी कर रहे हैं। हम लोग सुरक्षा के जो भी बिंदु हैं उनको मैन्युअली ढंग से हम लोग इसको एसेस करके सभी जगह पे बल प्रदर्शित कर रहे हैं। 144 जो जहाँ लगाए गए हैं उसका अनुपालन दृढ़ता पूर्वक कराया जा रहा है।
कौन-कौन से इलाके में?
अभी ये मुख्यमंत्री आवास, राजभवन और ईडी कार्यालय जो है जो संवेदनशील क्षेत्र है उन सभी क्षेत्रों पे जो है लगाए।
ऐसा इनपुट्स आप लोगों के पास की प्रोटेस्ट या फिर ऐसा कुछ?
यदि ऐसा कोई करते हैं तो 144 का कड़ाई से जो है वो पालन हम लोग करें।
That's the SP of Ranchi who says that there's strict vigil right outside Hemant Soren's residence. In fact, if I could go over to Anupam Mishra as well. Anupam, just early today or last evening as well, Hemant Soren, while he was confronted by the reporters, the media, his body language was so calm. He seemed composed, very happy rather. And when reporters asked him, where were you? He says, I'm residing in your heart. So it's all fun and joke for the man. Hours before his arrest, is there seriousness about the matter? Does he really believe that this is an issue that he must show seriousness towards? He's the chief minister, sitting chief minister.
Well, Nabila, yesterday also there was a high possibility that he could be arrested, and it was a part of a politician who was playing a part. And you know that politicians are they tend to look very calm in the critical situations. And right now, I can tell you that yesterday they were chalking out the plans and policies. What can be the part B, the alternate path, and the alternative views, and that is why they have already chalked out the plan B. And plan B is that if something happens, because it was the apprehension yesterday that he could be arrested. So if he may arrested, then the plan B is that the other MLAs, the Mahagathbandhan MLAs, more than 42 MLAs will come out from this gate in 3 buses which have entered inside CM's residence from this back gate, and they will go to the first option that they will go to Governor House if subject to Governor gives appointment. And yesterday also when we spoke with several JMM and other Congress and RJD leaders who were there present in the meeting and were coming out, while coming out, then they were saying one thing, that we are united and we will be united. So the brief was exactly that they have to be united, they have to be somewhere all together to stop anti-poaching, to stop something, to be there united. That was the plan which was chalked out yesterday in the meeting. So the plan B is there, that they will have to be united, whether they go to Governor House or they go to somewhere else. So to stay in the government, this is the only plan to stay together.
All right. So they are headed to where? Would you know their location where they have decided to go right after a likely arrest?
It has not been yet decided, or maybe decided, but
they're not disclosing those details. All right. Anupam, stay with us. We have a detailed report here on Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren being grilled by the ED as per our reporters. In fact, Munish Pandey giving us details that ED is not satisfied with the answers that's coming in by Hemant Soren. They've been grilling him for last 7 hours, 1 p.m. that the grilling began, and it still hasn't ended. And there's a real likelihood that in the next few minutes, he could be arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, ED believes that he's amassed extensive wealth, and there's corruption charges to the tune of hundreds of crores implicating him in a land case, illegal mining case, and also coal mining case. 3 massive cases that he's been accused of corruption. Sources say that Hemant Soren's arrest is now imminent. Let's have a look at this detailed report.
The Enforcement Directorate in action. Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren is under scrutiny. Investigators descended on his Ranchi residence. Security around his home increased. On Monday, the ED confiscated 2 BMWs, 36 lakh in cash and documents during searches at Soren's official residence in New Delhi. The ED is investigating at least 3 cases of money laundering. Investigators suspect his involvement in illegal mining and land deals.
when the Enforcement Directorate is questioning Hemant Soren allegedly because of his links to Benami properties and the illegal mining scam, we also see Hemant Soren responding to the Enforcement Directorate's action by registering an FIR against the ED officials, suggesting that they are trying to tarnish his image because he's an SC/ST leader.
In an email to the ED on Sunday, Soren alleged that its actions were driven by a political agenda to disrupt the state government's functioning.
मुख्यमंत्री को लापता का पोस्टर भाजपा ने जारी कर दिया है पितुल साहब।
अरे उसको करने दिए, वो कौन पूछ के गया था? क्या उसका नियम था जो ईडी किया उस तरह जाने का है नियम?
Within the Chief Minister's imminent arrest looming, the ruling JMM has devised a contingency plan. In a strategic political maneuver, the Chief Minister has secured the signatures of party MLAs on 2 blank papers. According to sources close to the matter, these documents are letters of support for 2 potential candidates, Kalpana Soren, the Chief Minister's wife, and State Cabinet Minister Champai Soren, one of which may be presented to the governor in case Hemant Soren faces arrest. Speculations about a break within the party ranks also abound. Basant Soren, Hemant Soren's younger brother, and Sita Soren, the Chief Minister's sister-in-law, are said to have a backing of 18 JMM MLAs. Party patriarch Sibu Soren is also reported to support Basant Soren as the new Chief Minister in the event of the incumbent's arrest. The political drama in Ranchi reaching its crescendo as the ED investigations into the alleged role of the Chief Minister in dubious deals deepens. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, India Today's cameras are zooming in on Hemant Soren's residence. We see those officers standing right outside. Those are live shots as they gear up to take Hemant Soren right outside his home, possibly into custody. It's a real likelihood. That's the strong information that we have, strong sources telling us that Hemant Soren will be arrested right after his questioning is complete. As we focus on that story,